What's up, Thrivers, y'all? If the thought of Thanksgiving meals already have you bloated, bracing for a crash, or just feeling like you're going to overindulge, you are not alone. Y'all, today we're juicing one of the biggest hidden disruptors in our wellness journey, which is called sugar overload. If you know what it's all about, let me know. Actually, go ahead and drop in the comments right now your favorite dessert when you think about the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, winter break, Christmas. Let me know, what is your favorite at the time of this recording? We're a week before Thanksgiving. Tell me, what's your favorite dessert? What is your favorite dessert when you think about Thanksgiving? And I'm gonna get into this apple lime ginger juice, which is a delicious way to reset before your holidays actually start to steal your energy, or you think that you might lose control over those desserts. And if you don't know, y'all, it's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie. And I've been where you are. Actually, instead of typing in the chat, I'm going to let you know my favorite dessert was the marble cake with cream cheese and chocolate icing mixed on top when it comes to Thanksgiving. Me and my cousin used to fight for the leftovers just to take back to college. So, y'all, that is my favorite. Looking forward to seeing what your favorite dessert is in the comments. But y'all, I've been pushing through the pain. I've been living off the adrenaline and also comfort food. If you can resonate with that, drop comfort in the comments if you have some form of experience when it comes to consuming comfort food. But once I started to truly listen to my body instead of fighting it, I found healing. And juicing was one of the first habits that truly helped me to start shifting every single thing. All right. And so if you don't really know exactly who or what my story is all about, I'm about to get into it as I cut these apples because it's going to be a quick one. What up? Oh, shoot. Let's see. Peach cobbler and banana pudding. Is it the corner piece of the peach cobbler or the middle piece? For me, the only thing I loved about the peach cobbler was the crust itself. I like the syrupy, delicious crust. I'll take the peaches out or give the peaches to someone else. And I am not a fan of banana pudding. Y'all, let me know in the comments your favorite dessert when it comes to Thanksgiving. Yes, with the comfort. Yes, with the comfort. Yes, with the comfort food. Yes, with the comfort food. I am with it. Here we go. Corner and all in between. I'm with you. Corner and all in between. I just want the delicious crust. So I'm with you. Y'all, let me know in the comments where you are. Y'all, so you might be saying, okay, just make sure we was powered on. Why did you even get into juicing? What made you kind of start that shift from comfort food? And with the sugar overload, what is that all about? Healthy habits and lifestyle coach Jovonnie. Y'all, I was driving to work. It was August 2019, driving to work. And the night before, I had some very debilitating pain that was so painful that I could barely find any way to get any comfort. Like, just, I was on the floor in the bathroom, on the top. I don't know if you've ever been in so much pain that you just felt like there was no way to get comfortable. The pain with the heating wasn't working with the heating pad. That made me more nauseous. Let's see, I couldn't get cool. The tile floor allowed me to get a little bit cool in the bathroom, but I just couldn't shake what that pain was. I had never felt it before. It was absolutely undescribable, honestly. And if you've ever had debilitating pain like that, drop pain in the comments. Not sure if you've ever experienced it before, but let me know. Drop pain in the comments if you've ever just had debilitating pain out of nowhere, pelvic pain, and you're just like, what is going on? What is happening? Drop pain in the comments just so I know I'm not the only one who's ever pushed through pain before. Thinking that it's just what I got to go through. Let me know. Let me know though. And so I'm driving to work the next morning. I'm like, okay, come on, let's go. The pain has eased up. I can get ready. I am headed to work. And that pain hits me again. And it hits me to the point where I get weak. The pain hits me on my right side. And as I get weak on the right side, the car slightly leans into the right lane. Right behind me in that right lane was a oncoming 18-wheeler. Y'all, I had just enough strength to pull back into my lane. At that point, I was just like, this ain't it. Called my nurse practitioner, let her know what was going on. Spoke with my aunt. She was like, you need to go to the ER as well. So after I pushed through, let me know if you've ever pushed through a work day, pushed through some type of an engagement, even though you were in debilitating pain. Drop the comments, push, so I'll know that you have been there, pushed, if you've ever had to push through some pain before. But y'all, I pushed through that pain, went to the ER, told them exactly what my nurse practitioner told me to tell them when I got there, because she wanted me to make sure I got some imaging done. And I was like, okay, let's go get the imaging. Y'all, the imaging showed that I had a large cyst on my right ovary. The word cyst about took me out already. And I'm not like cyst, like where my sisters at? I'm like cyst, C-Y-S-T. And I was just like, a cyst? Oh my goodness, is it benign? Is it malignant? What is going on? What's happening in my body? Where did the cyst come from? How long has it been there? So my mind is just racing while I'm in the ER. And so they do a little bit more testing, ultrasounds, all the different things. And they wanted to admit me, but I was just like, this is too much to take in all at one time. I got to know a little bit more. Let me go talk to the healthcare professionals that I know that I've been working with over time, that knows me just a little bit more than just a hospital wanting to hospitalize me after this scare. And so I went to my OBGYN. She suspected endometriosis, never had heard of it before. But she also said I could get on birth control to help with the pain. And I was like, but that's not going to cure or treat anything, right? And she was like, no. I was like, okay, that's not the route I want to go. I want to really understand what is happening in my body. What is really going on? And so she told me she could refer me to a specialist. And the specialist ended up being her husband, Dr. Fox. And so I started that journey. Y'all, March 2020, right before the pandemic hit, I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and they found 2 small fibroids at the time of my surgery. One of my sorority sisters, who was a OBGYN, told me that diet could help, food could help, nutrition could help. And so I had to start wrapping my mind around what that looked like. What did that mean? Doing a little bit more research. And so that's why I'm here today. Like, food was definitely one of the places where I started to change things in order to help myself heal naturally after surgery. And so juicing has been one of my main tools. And I absolutely love it because it helps me with hydration. It helps me with energy. It helps me with the bloating. And it's easy. And with the Nama J2, I can batch juice prep, juice one time for the whole week in a easy to clean juicer. And it's go time. Like, it's all in there. And so I just really wanted you to kind of understand who I am. If it's your first time on the channel or the first time watching my video and you just clicked on it like, okay, yes, Thanksgiving is coming up. Sugar overload is a real thing. And I'm really looking forward to the desserts. I hope I don't overindulge, but let's see what I can do to prep myself prior to going into the holidays. And so that is why I'm here. But this juice, y'all, has apples for fiber and blood sugar support, lime for liver cleansing, and ginger to calm the inflammation. Y'all, I realized that all of those conditions I was diagnosed with, there was a huge root of my body being in a deep state of inflammation. All right, inflammation. And I'm realizing that a lot of chronic conditions are related to or have an association with inflammation. All right, so all of these things are crucial when it comes to your hormones that are already screaming for balance, and that pelvic pain, that fatigue, and that bloating. All right, so I just want you to know that, because I used to reach for all the different types of desserts regularly for the comfort. And it's just not necessarily what is ideal for your body. All right. And so I just wanted y'all to know a little bit about that. But let's really talk about the sugar overload. And I want to show you in this PDF that I have for you. Let me let you know. Let me show you. That's what I'm talking about. Crystal with the K. Push in through pain. It's so many of us that push through pain. And I'm so grateful that you were bold enough to let me know that you're somebody who actually pushed through pain as well. Push getting out of bed to work, being a mom, and so much more pushing had to happen. Come on. I don't know. I don't feel like we the only ones in here that had to push through pain. But it is not normal. And there are things that we can do to help reduce that pain. And so I'm really grateful that you said that, you commented that, and that we can echo that all through the sound waves for anyone that's listening to the live stream or catches the replay, to let them know that pain is not normal and you don't necessarily have to push the pain. With many of other diagnoses, if caught at a certain stage, things can be prevented. Was endometriosis different? How many stages are there? So I've learned that there are 4 stages of endometriosis. And really, the pain levels don't have anything to do with the stage of your endometriosis diagnosis. It really just goes with how far or how many organs and body systems are impacted by the endometriosis, where it has spread. And that's where you get the number or the stages of the endometriosis. But pain is not a factor. People with stage 4 endometriosis could have a high level of pain or daily pain, or it could be very minimal compared to someone with stage 1, stage 2. So that is a really good question. A really good question. I get my little tool up here, y'all. Really good question. And there's no time limit on what you can do to start helping yourself heal and feel better. And so I really think that that's a big one. But endometriosis can be found anywhere in the body. And so it's not just a womb or uterus issue. It's a whole body condition that some people, a lot of people don't recognize or realize. And so, y'all, this is the 15 hidden lifestyle disruptors. We are on the sugar overload. So let's see. Here we go right here. It is food disruptor number 3 in the guide. Food disruptor number 3 in the guide. And so what I want you to do is I want you to make sure you go to the show notes. Click the link in the LINK in the description so you can get your disruptor guide. And so you can really see why it's important. All right. How it's impacting you. Why this lifestyle disruptor, what it could be causing you. And so I really want y'all to get into it. Again, it is lifestyle disruptor number 3 in the guide. So I want you to go ahead and lock in. Get the guide. There's 15 of them, and they're all lifestyle habits that we may or may not be doing. And so I really want you to know what that looks like for you. And if you really want to identify what are my top 3 lifestyle disruptors, what am I doing in my life that could be causing me pain, bloating, fatigue, take the spot your trigger quiz. Like that LINK is in the description too. Take the spot your trigger quiz so you can see what lifestyle disruptor should I really be prioritizing. Which one should I start building a rhythm around so I could really figure out how this is impacting my life. How is this impacting my pelvic pain, my bloating, my fatigue, my energy levels, my weight fluctuations, my energy, my mood. Like, how is this impacting my life? And so I want you to get the guide. And then if you're curious, I want you to get the lifestyle disruptor quiz. Take the quiz so you'll know. All of it's free. It's just going to take your time. It's going to take your curiosity, and it's going to take you being intentional with figuring out what it really is, if you really want to know. And so all of that is in your show notes. So make sure you grab it and you get it so you can always have it and refer back to it, because I want you to know, like, that is the whole part of me having this channel, for me having the Empowered Place, Empowered Lives podcast. I wanted to spark enough curiosity that you feel empowered to own your healing journey, own your lifestyle, because healing is a vibration. All right. And I want you to know that. And so I want you to get in on it. Get in on it. But we are at 14 minutes. I want it to be done in 20, so I got to hurry up. So I just wanted you to know, if you've ever had a sugar crash, or you've ever felt like you're craving a whole bunch of sweets during stress, I want you to drop another me in the chat. No, drop sweets. drop sweets because we're going into Thanksgiving. So I want you to drop sweets in the chat and let's just be real with each other. Like, let's really be real with each other. We know sweets is about to be a thing next week, this season, or you already know it's one of your things when it comes to possibly going overboard with the sweets or when you're triggered with it. Because y'all, sugar overload is disruptor number 3. I already showed you the guide. If you didn't get the guide, it's in the LI. The link is in the description of the show notes. Go ahead and click on it, grab it, and get it because this time of the year, it's sneaky. It shows up in comfort food, drinks, when you're spending time with family and friends, even some of the healthy snacks. Y'all, last month, I saw my favorite granola bars back in the day, scanned them with the Yuka app, YUKA, and realized how the different ingredients in it, the additives, man, y'all, there was nothing healthy about those granola bars. And you couldn't tell me years ago, prior to my diagnosis, that those granola bars weren't the absolute best granola bars. Do you hear me? And so really understanding the ingredients, the additives, what you're putting in your body plays a huge part on how your body feels. And it also plays a part on how your body is communicating to you, telling you the different messaging signals of what's happening, what's going on. And so I want you to be empowered enough to know those things so you can potentially change your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs about how you live your lifestyle and make those decisions. So I really want you to get into that. But when I started swapping sugar highs for healing habits, light juicing, and getting in really good juices, and making sure I have fruit, vegetables, and just like a good combination. Like I have to have a good combinating juice. Like I don't want to drink a juice that makes me feel like I'm on Fear Factor or something. Like it's just nasty. Like I have to have a juice that is good and palatable. Like I grew up on sweet tea, Kool-Aid. Like I'm used to the sugar overloads. I'm used to having processed sugar in every single thing. And so now I see a difference in my mood, my energy, even cramps started to shift. No more pelvic pain, heavy periods, regular periods, y'all. But it wasn't overnight. Like, don't get it twisted. It wasn't overnight, but it was truly a life-changing experience. Not a game changer, but a life-changing experience by utilizing these juicing habits and stuff. So if this is speaking to you, grab the guide, check out those 15 lifestyle habits. Maybe you didn't have sugar overload as an issue. Maybe it's something else like sleep. Maybe it's something else like stress. Maybe it's something like not moving, getting enough movement around. I'm not quite sure, but there's 15 of them. If you don't know the 15, go grab the guide so you can get in on it and you will know for yourself what's happening in your life. Because my healing is my journey. Your healing is your journey. And so you got to know what it is and how your body's communicating to you. All right. But this juice is just beginning. Know that your body's speaking to you. And now you have the tools to start listening. Once you get the guide and once you take the quiz so you can spot your own trigger to know exactly what's actually happening. Thank you for letting me know I'm not by myself. Crystal with the case. So one, yes, with the sweets. Yes, with the sweets. So y'all, I'm going to keep going with my juice. Not going to hold you. And I'll come back and let y'all know in the comments how many jars of juice I got out of this juice because I got to speed it up. But y'all, it's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, host of the Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast. Thanks for vibing with me, y'all.